Is Robyn Brown still a troublemaker amid 1.5 million Coyote Pass sale? I think she's sabotaging her marriage and alienating Cody's exes Christine, Meri, and Janelle. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. Sister Wives star Robyn Brown is often portrayed as a villain, and although the criticism is probably over the top, amid the recent sale of Coyote Pass, there are signs that she's no angel. Robyn's been acting out in interesting ways. For example, without a crystal ball unearthed some shocking information about her spending habits, as per Instagram. She reportedly blew over $70K on toys, including American Girl dolls. Robyn has said she would rather spend the money she and Cody have to boost their quality of life, while her husband would rather save cash for a rainy day. However, in light of Janelle's money problems, it seems like Robyn's living like Marie Antoinette. It has to be said that her lavish lifestyle isn't the only red flag. Robyn isn't always supportive of Cody or his exes, Janelle, Meri, and Christine Brown, and that's why she gets a villain edit, even if she's a nice person sometimes. Sure, that might be the way things really are, but calling attention to the fact that her kids with the patriarch are right at the center of things, with other Brown kids on the fringes, made her seem tactless and cruel. She didn't have to label her kids the core family and make other Brown children feel bad. In fact, this seems like troublemaking 101. Robyn is underscoring the fact that her kids get more of everything, from Cody's time and attention to, possibly anyway, money. She might argue that she's just telling it like it is, but to me, the fact that she had to draw that line in the sand seems very insecure. A gracious approach would be to downplay the inequality rather than highlighting it. How is that supposed to make the other Brown kids feel? Some of them are already estranged from Cody, including Peyton Brown. She's not helping her husband by talking about the core family. In fact, she's probably stirring the pot as hard as she can. Why? The inner world of Robyn, who suddenly became a monogamy fan, is sometimes a mystery, but it always seems important to her to try and be more special or important than the other Brown women and their kids. Otherwise, why ice out Cody's kids by excluding them from the inner circle? Most people would think twice before uttering something like core family. I believe Robyn knew what she was doing. She's a smart person who's able to predict what kind of reaction she's going to get. Above, Cody flaunts a bold David Yurman ring with a horse motif. Robyn has a matching ring. Before three wives, Janelle, Meri, and Christine fled, they didn't get these little love tokens. When Cody wasn't taunting Meri by telling cameras he had to hide his romantic tension from her, did he really think she didn't understand the dynamic? He was taking Janelle on a first date that left her feeling empty and unsettled. Cody briefly stepped into a gentlemanly role when he paid $10 to change the ownership of Coyote Pass before it was sold for $1.5 million. He gave larger portions of the land to his exes Meri and Janelle, showing thoughtfulness that moved me. I'd been wanting Cody to do this for his exes, who helped him for years. He wouldn't have been able to buy the $880,000 Coyote Pass property without their help. Everyone worked together to build a family. By giving them larger shares before he decided to list the property, he changed the balance, restoring a sense of fairness. In my opinion, the fact that he relinquished 97% ownership, granting them more, was the nicest thing he's done in years. I was used to seeing this man as a sort of cranky bore who didn't respect his non-Robyn wives. To see him in a different light was nice. I got tired of disliking him. It just got really old. However, Robyn's a trickier person. Robyn plays the sweet and demure tradwife, but she's a kitten with claws. When she pulls them out, she can do some damage. Often those claws were retracted, but as history has shown, when Robyn decided to really express herself, other people were hurt. Above, the lovely Christine talks about the value of changing everything, and no wonder. Christine has moved forward despite a lot of obstacles. She's strong, happy, and brings a lot of light. Christine doesn't like to dwell in the shadows, feeling sorry for herself. She wants to really live. The core family remark was one of Robyn's jabs, but there are more. She also commented on the stretch marks and weight gain of Cody's other wives. That was dazzlingly rude, and again, I find it quite insecure. Why does she need to share such musings? They are something that can only hurt the other women. The comments serve no other purpose. If a person loves themselves, why do they need to be so petty to cut other women down? Robyn already had Cody's love. No one disputed that, or really had any realistic chance of usurping her. When she criticizes their appearance, she shows a lot of darkness, something malevolent that she should face up to and fix. Janelle, Meri, and Christine are beautiful women. Every woman is beautiful. They don't need to listen to critiques from a woman who is clearly only pretending to care about them. These kinds of stunts make Robyn seem a bit lowbrow. To me, Robyn isn't totally confident because she goes low like this. If she was secure, it wouldn't be necessary to compare herself to the now exes and find them wanting. She'd be focusing on everything she has: the fancy house, the jewelry, the dolls, the kids. To cut down the exes sends a message that she sees them as a threat, but they never really were, and still aren't. Robyn's feelings are valid. Everyone has a right to say how they feel. However, when she calls out Cody for trying to sabotage their marriage, when he's made a lot of sacrifices for her sake, I'm sometimes a bit confused. This is a man who pushed away 3 wives for her. He alienated those women just by doing everything for Robyn. He dotes on Robyn, painting her as some kind of Disney princess. When he designed necklaces for Robyn and his then-wives, he represented Robyn with the phoenix. This firebird is linked with Christ. Robyn's his queen and his angel. If he's cranky, maybe it's because he feels guilty. The things he's done for Robyn have led to so much backlash, and probably, at some level, he feels terrible about hurting them, even if he pushes those emotions away most of the time. Most people aren't completely evil, they have different sides. So when he stops and thinks about how bad things got in the Brown family, he may feel anxious or depressed. Those feelings could surface while he's with Robyn. In fact, she may have pushed him to do the things that led him to be considered one of reality TV's biggest, baddest sister wives villains. Thanks for watching this video.